It's no secret that the Trump administration has, let's just to put it nicely say, not always been on the right side of the law. And yesterday it appears that a member of the Trump administration once again violated federal laws. And this time it happened to be Ivanka Trump with her little photo that she posted of herself holding up a can of Goya black beans to show her support for the Goya CEO who just last week was at the White House and he praised Donald Trump. People on the left got pissed off, said they were going to boycott Goya, and Ivanka Trump comes out well after the fact, by the way. Poses with her little can of beans. And that's against the law, actually. You can't do that, believe it or not, folks, because that is a violation of 5 CFR 2635.702 federal law. That states, an employee shall not use his public office for his own private gain for the endorsement of any product, service, or enterprise, or for the private gain of friends, relatives, or persons with whom the employee is affiliated in a non-governmental capacity. Now, if that statute sounds familiar, you read too many legal books. But no, if that statute sounds familiar, it's because that is the very one that Kellyanne Conway broke, ironically, by hawking Ivanka Trump's products when she got on TV and told people, go buy Ivanka's junk. And now Ivanka has found herself violating that same statute by posing and propping up and doing a little commercial for Goya. This whole thing is ridiculous, by the way. Like, this has bugged me. Not just what the Goya CEO said, because that was pretty gross, but the response from the left as well. And typically, I've been doing the best I can to not go after my friends on the left, and I'm not going after them today, but we have done plenty of segments here on Ring of Fire, as have most of those other folks as well, mocking all of those right-wingers who lit their Nike shoes on fire when Nike hired Colin Kaepernick, and they said, well, we're done with Nike. So they literally lit their shoes on fire. They blew up their very expensive Yeti coolers when Yeti was no longer going to offer a discount for NRA members. We've mocked them relentlessly for their ridiculous little forms of protest. And I understand, I really truly do, that what the Goya CEO did by praising Trump is absolutely disgusting. It is, actually a real grievance. But this is the kind of thing that it breeds when we all go out there and say, we're boycotting Goya. Cool. You don't actually even have to announce that, though. Did you know that? Did you know that you can do something without letting the world know that you're going to do it? Because that doesn't even serve a purpose just to say it. You can just do it next time you're in the store. Just don't buy that. I, honest to God, didn't even know what Goya is. I didn't know. Never bought it. So there's that. But anyway, yes, Ivanka Trump very clearly broke the law. Not to be outdone, though, Donald, later in the day, decided to get in the fray as well. Posted a picture of him at his desk in the Oval Office. Whole lineup of Goya products right there in front of him. Maybe that's his lunch. I don't know. It was a lot of food, but, he's a pretty hefty guy. But, folks, this is ridiculous. This whole thing is ridiculous. If you don't want to buy Goya foods, fantastic. Don't buy it. But right now, what the president is doing is illegal. Technically, by definition, by U.S. code, is frickin' illegal. What Ivanka Trump did was illegal. And what's disappointing about all of this is that neither of them are going to face any disciplinary action whatsoever, because that disciplinary action would actually have to come from the president himself. Obviously, he is not going to discipline him, and he would probably love to, but will not have the opportunity to discipline his daughter. So, that's that. They continue to break the law. They somehow continue to get away with it because that's the way our laws are written in the United States. That's disgusting. That's the more disgusting part of this story, if we're being honest here. The fact that these numbskulls can break the law like this. They can do these things. And there's literally nothing we as a public can do about it because it's the president himself who would have to enforce it. How sick and twisted is that, right? It's almost as if the people who originally wrote these laws in the early days of the country knew that presidents were going to be corrupt pieces of crap and did everything they could to protect that office.